Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm excited for this video today. We're going to be doing a Miniverse Make It Mini Diner Series 3, and we're going to be doing barbecue ribs, which I love barbecue sauce. I love barbecue ribs. I'm very excited. It also has a frozen moment. I like savory ones because they're cool. I don't know, I like the sweet ones. I feel like there's a lot more sweet ones than there are savory. And it just seems to me more cool to see like a savory item, like a burger or something in resin. All right, so we have our barbecue ribs here. We're gonna open this up and check them out. Comes with barbecue ribs. So we got a stray rib here. So it feels like rubberized too, which is so cool. I didn't know that. Are these all rubberized? Yummy. So we got a small half rack. And then we got almost a full rack, but a small full rack. And then we get a big full rack. All right, so the picture looks like this. We're gonna do this, do that. I might do with the lobsters as well because it's kind of fun to play with them after. But since they're silicone, I don't know if they will, whatever. But, sorry, I just got sidetracked. If you see my lobster video, then you'll know. Those are in the background there. So this is how I do, we're going to do a frozen moment with the barbecue sauce on it. And I'm going to probably put it like right there. So if you want to do it easily, I'll show you what to do. Since there's like a groove here on the bottom that kind of looks like a Lego, I'll use a clear resin, 1 drop of clear resin like that. And you place it where you want the bowl. And then you set the bowl back down. Literally, you can't really see it, but it's seeping into the grooves underneath the bowl. And before we fill it with barbecue sauce, because the barbecue sauce isn't going to be as opaque as we'd like, or as sheer as we'd like, we're going to cure this there, and it will stick it to the cutting board. So this will be stuck to the cutting board, and we can do a frozen moment like it wants us to do, which I'm excited about. I have a little trick that I think I'm going to do. All right, I just cured it really good so that it would stay in place. So basically what we're going to do, I'm gonna get my parchment paper out. We got some barbecue spice rub. Okay, let's take our ribs. How we want them. Which way they go? This one's gonna go that way. That one's gonna go that way. And we have a baby rib, a baby back rib. Get it? So take some barbecue sauce. I can open it. There we go. Oh, no wonder I had the seal right on there. Usually I pull the seal off. Set that down. Let's squirt a little bit of barbecue. I'm not gonna do too much because I'm going to be basting it around. We want it to look glazy. And I'm gonna do, actually no, I'm not gonna put any on that one yet. I might use the residual that's on my brush after, we'll see. Okay, so pick it up, take your silicone brush here, and oh, this feels so real. We're glazing our honey barbecue sauce onto our baby back ribs to make it look like it is real ribs. And as you see, I like to go in circular motions, go in all the motions so that it gets in all the little grooves there. You know what? I didn't know the consistency of it yet, so I am going to put a little bit more because I do want a little bit of, I like sauce. I mean, and who doesn't love sauce on ribs? Like, really? I cannot believe I just did that. 1 second, let me rinse my hands off. Okay, so I washed my hands off. That was an accident. Yes, that's probably why you should wear gloves when doing this. But I am an adult and I am more cautious. I know you can still get it no matter what, but whatever. Using it at my own risk, and I'm making sure to wash my hands real well. So look at that. I'm moving it back and forth, and as you can see, there's enough kind of glaze on there to make a pattern, or as you see, and I'm grooving it on there. So that's cute, and I think that's perfect amount. And then we'll do this one here. Same thing, kind of massage it on. Don't forget the bones. And like I said, we'll have extra. And it's with any project, the better you kind of stick it on there, the better adhesion you'll have. So, of course, it's what you want, better adhesion. I'm going to wipe my finger off again. Grab this little bone here. And which side are we going to do this frozen moment on? The bone part's going to be out like this. Okay. So we're going to glaze this as well. And like I said, we'll have enough residual resin / glaze on the brush for it to work. And so I'm always, when you see my hands going off screen, I'm usually wiping them on a paper towel right here and using alcohol to rinse them off. Okay, so we're gonna do barbecue spice rub. And with everything I like to put in my palm now, because you can put too much on way too quick. And I just sprinkle it on until it looks what you want. Remember, at this point, you're a food stylist, so this is what you do. You put things on, you put them You're basically putting it right where you want it. It's saturating into sauce. So these are gonna be like the best ribs ever. Oh my gosh, it makes me want ribs now. That's why I love the savory ones too, because it makes me want to eat food. I mean, I love sweet things, don't get me wrong. All right, I'd say it looks pretty good. I don't want to overdo it. You can still tell they're ribs, but now you can tell they have seasoning on them. So what I'm gonna do is take my thing away. I'm gonna rinse it off on the side, and we're gonna give this a full cure. I'm gonna transfer this parchment paper right into my light, and I'm gonna give it about 2 minutes in the light so that it really cures well. And then I'll show you how to do the barbecue sauce in a frozen moment. All right, so I gave them a full cure. Let's pick them up and see how we have it. Yeah, it's a little bit of texture here, nice and glazy, yummy. You could do this side if you really want to, but honestly, no one's really gonna see it, and that takes a lot more time. It's a display item, you know what I mean? Well, obviously, if someone picks it up, like whatever, but this is fine. So in the end, it's gonna look like this. We have our big bone back ribs here, our small set there, gorgeous. Get rid of this here before I make even more of a mess. And we're gonna do our frozen moment over here with the rib. Oh my gosh, everything just loves to fall, especially behind here. One moment, got it. All right, so let's take this out of here first. So we're gonna need fill up half this with barbecue sauce, not fully yet. One, because it's not opaque. I mean, sorry, I love how I confuse people with all the lingo, because I get confused too. It's not sheer unless you smear it really low. So let that sit in the bowl a minute. And how we're gonna do this frozen moment is I have a piece of tiny little plastic right here. So excuse my nails. And we're gonna stick it to the end of this here. I'm gonna use a tiny dab. Well, I'm gonna stick it in here actually, just a tiny dab of that. I'm gonna stick it on and hold it up and cure it in place. All right, I'm gonna turn my light down here. Give me 1 minute and I will do this. You sometimes can use your light like this too if you need. I'm gluing the little plastic piece onto the edge here because it's flexible, but also it's gonna guide. It's clear as well. It's gonna be our guide to our frozen moment. Get that off. We haven't cured that yet. Give me 1 second. Okay. So I'm debating whether I should dunk it in here and then cure it. You see how, look at that. So that's perfect there. I could just cure it like that and then see how easy this makes our life? Look at this. I think I might do that. I'm gonna cure like that, and then I drip a little bit of barbecue sauce down on it to create the drip effect. All right, so people take note. This is probably one of the easiest ways to do a thing. So, and I just hold it however you want it to be angled in. This is like movie magic too. I kind of want it to be, that's good. Okay, I think just the weight of it on the little rubberized thing now. But look at that, doesn't that look funny? But look, that's kind of, it's like movie magic. So we're going to give it a cure in the light to get a full cure. And as you see, it made a little bit of a divot there. So once we add more drip down cure, we will make it look perfect. So let me cure this real quick. Okay. And the reason we don't fill it all the way is because we need to save room for that air, room for air. As you see, it's cured in place there. So we're going to achieve the drip, sorry. I'm trying to find another toothpick. So what we're gonna do, it's easier when it's a vat, but this is obviously meant to look like a bottle because it's a bottle. So go as deep as you can in there. Yeah, there we go. You don't want that much. And what we're gonna do is put some on the edge here. It was gonna make it look like it is, of course, dripping. And so go around the bottom here. And then honestly, gravity's gonna do its thing once you put enough on there. So watch, I'll go around here. I touch the damn bowl or the edge of the bowl. As you see, it's stuck at the top right now because it's not enough resin. But once you just put the perfect amount of resin on here, it will start dripping down. And we're gonna get that drip factor. So you can kind of hold it where you want it and look all around. Make sure you don't cure it too early. Kind of coax it down a little bit. Come on. I guess it's thicker. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's thicker than it normally is. So look, actually, we might be able to achieve the perfect. This is going to be actually move it around in the bowl, push it where it needs to go, and to create the illusion that it's all connected. Pour some down here real quick. I know you can see the thing just a tiny bit. Before I fix that, I'm fixing the bottom and I'm pouring it out, making sure that little gap in the back is fixed. This will make sure everything looks like it's connected. Okay, so now we're gonna do that one more drip one more time. Okay, now that's dripping, we're gonna cure it in place. And as you cure, spin, so everything accurately cures. You can go back in and touch up after. All right, look at that. That looks amazing. It's still, it doesn't really jiggle anymore, but that's okay. We don't really want it to move. take a tiny bit of resin here, be very careful, go back up on the platform here, and just, if you'd like to, get around the edges, because I see one little edge in the back here that doesn't like to cure. All right, looks pretty good. So what I'm gonna do, clean up the edges real quick. Use a paper towel. Using my finger, I'm gonna wipe it off. I'm gonna give this a full cure, and then we will do one final look before I do a product shot. Okay, so I gave it a full cure, and it looks amazing, actually. I think I'm really proud of myself. Let's put these back on here for the display. That's how they're gonna look. Those look delicious. And before I go, I want to tell everyone that the little product I used to make that little drip, it's called Stretch Magic. It's like a bracelet material, but it's really stretchy. I bought it at Michael's Crafts, but I think you can buy it on Amazon as well. Just wanted to tell you about that before I forgot. As you see, it was very helpful to make this frozen moment. I'm very happy with it. Thank you guys so much for watching another video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helped if you struggled with it at all. And I will see you in the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my Instagram if you can. And I really appreciate all the support.